Another Octopode. So I gave a try to Octopode Earth Elementalist just before this run, and had an incredibly powerful opener. I did not realize Sandblast no longer cares whether you have rocks or not, at least near as I can tell, and that makes Sandblast possibly the strongest opening spell you can get, which is really interesting. Also, the pathway to transmutations goes through stone statue form as well as blade hands with that build, so that's very nice. And then you can choose whether or not you want to branch into storm form based on what you find later on. The challenge, though, is Pass Wall is even worse, in my opinion, than Swiftness as an escape spell, in that it doesn't work instantly. It requires you to recognize in advance that you need it. If Blink is the A plus escape spell, then I would put Swiftness at the B plus level, and I would put Pass Wall somewhere beneath that. So, yeah. That being said, it's all one package, and it gives you Stone Arrow as well as Sandblast. So you're starting off with offensive power built into the build, and it goes up from there. So definitely something I would consider. Honestly, I don't know how Petrify plus LRD works as a combo. I feel like if I could get my head around that, I'd be closer to appreciating what that build can do. Anyway, Air Elementalist I've run 2 of, and both have made it to level 10. I die in the dungeon a lot. I actually ran a Draconian and had a very nice power build going in the Air Transmuter department as well. I was so ahead of the curve compared to being an Octopus in the early game that I went with not Gazog, but Ghazalal, just for kicks, because I figured, what would be cool is having a storm form while worshipping the storm god, and clouds of explosions are in my wake, etc., etc. Problem is, I did really well. Blew through the early dungeon and then died right before reaching lair somewhere in D10 to, frankly, what would not have killed me in version 0.26. So I'm starting to think that it's not just that octopodes are hard. I'm thinking that the last 3 or 4 versions of the game that I've not been involved in heavily have actually made the game a much harder game, and I'm kind of playing double catch up now as a result. Like right here, this would be a harmless decision in 2.26 because the worm can't catch me, but right now I was risking an attack of opportunity to deal with that guy. Oh, is there a dagger? Take the dagger, please. Dagger is preferable. So I don't know. Lots of stuff to try and unpack there. But if it is in fact as I suspect, that the game has gotten harder more than I'm playing a hard build, although obviously just the fact that I'm playing an octopus means I'm not playing an easy character, then I have to spend the time to get good again if I want to get good again. It's not that complicated. If, on the other hand, as I suspect, which I suspect may be the case, so yeah, that's all the more reason to stick with this a little longer. He doesn't have a ranged weapon that I can tell. I don't have the ability to pick up better stuff to attack him with, so let's just go at him right now. Can possibly get some double zaps if he steps in front of that wall. Nope. I did that to try to get the double zaps out of him, and I'm gonna die for it. Well, maybe not. Tree form has a shot at living. Flight doesn't help. Heal wounds does. I just might live. Thumping him with my tree branches might be enough. Also, I'm wearing Amulet of Regeneration. Let's zap him for all we're worth. Alright. We lucked out by drinking the right potions there. That should be my wake-up call to have memorized Swiftness, since it's the only survival spell I have. This will delay airstrike by 1 level. That's fine. A Dagger of Protection is infinitely better than a Dagger of Do Nothing. Let's go upstairs and see if I can identify some stuff. Resistance, cancellation, might, and brilliance. I'm looking for curing in specific. That's why I'm focusing so heavily on IDing potions in early on. The scrolls that matter the most to me, as I've said before, are teleportation and blink. There is something to be said for summons acting as a defense as well as an offensive option. I just am loath to be a summoner because I've gotten sick of. Woo! Okay, this game's odds of success just went way up. We have a Conjuration of Air now available to us as a high level attack. We're gonna start feeding points into Conjuration now, which should help with Shock. And will make it more likely that we can get our next air spell online by the time we need it. We have, in an ideal world, I would be using something other than. Oh my god. That Scorpion is going to be a danger to me, but I have to take this right away. Okay, early Gazog, about to go into a no-win situation. What can help me win a no-win situation? I have one unknown potion that might be cure. It's a very high probability of curing since I haven't found curing yet. I haven't found curing yet, have I? No, I have not. It's very high probability of curing. I think I pre-drink Might, pre-cast Swiftness, and then go upstairs. Now we decide fight or flight. I think we try to run away. The short way or the long way? We can take a straight step back and decide. He's going to catch up to us the rate we're going. We'll use Might to finish the job. There we go. Okay. We survived our all-in, as they would say in poker. Do we have enough for airstrike yet? When did we pick up Mephitic Cloud? I'm glad we did. This game just got much more winnable. We're going to put airstrike on D since Mephitic Cloud is my usual choice for the letter C. So now we have a mid-tier attack, a high-tier attack, and a low-tier attack. Really, we should be winning this game. Like, if this were version 0.26, I would say something like, I now have everything I need to get through Lair. Unfortunately, I didn't memorize Mephitic yet, so that faked teleport is a bad timing. I don't have a tool to deal with this guy immediately, so let's Wand of Light to blind him. We'll do that now, and then stab him. Bit of a wasted wand charge, you could argue, but I didn't have a lot of options. You, I'm going to lead on a merry chase, and then airstrike you when it's optimal. Good. Double zap, finish. Stab, finish. Get my double zaps in. Single zap and stabs, and there we go. A dagger of protection when you go from 1 AC to 7 is so nice. And my first ring of protection, so now I have a little bit more AC to work with. ID my next. There we go. Potion of Curing has been located and Scroll of Teleport. So at this point, I've found most of the important things to find. You could argue that finding mutation is important, and I would agree with you. You know what I should do is throw some points in spellcasting just to get an extra spell level back nice and early. It'll be very nice to have Mephitic Cloud sooner rather than later. Alright. You're vulnerable up there. Airstrike and zaps. Alright. Clear kill. Alright, easy kills. What's next? Zap, zap, zap. Boom! Zap, zap, zap. It's amazing. You can burn half your mana taking out a Jackal if you keep missing. Never underestimate my ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah, we're gonna blast you a couple times. Easy peasy. You're a zap, zap, zap. Where possible, get your airstrikes in early. I actually do need more mana. This build is a bit of a gas guzzler right now. Oof. Do we go all out for broke or do we run away? I think we can kill him. I think we got what it takes. He's stabbable. One of his allies is gone. This is considered a 7 out of 8. There we go, we got him. And it's a good thing we did. Like, that would have been a really nasty unique to leave alive. Unfortunately, our wands are... Our wand is out of charges. We don't have Blink, do we? We got Magic Dart, Mephitic, Call Imp. Like, this is the standard stuff I expect with Blink, but it's not there. We do have enough spell levels for Mephitic, so let's add that to our repertoire. And it looks like it's already 10%, which is fantastic. We don't have to train Conjuration anymore for Mephitic's sake. And Poison, we're just going to throw 1 or 2 levels at it. Maybe a little less, just to get that Mephitic super castable nice and early. Failed attempt to stab. Can we kill him? We're going to back off and then fight him so that we have the stairs potentially to retreat to. Stab finish, good. Curing potion and rando wands. I would like a rando wand. I think a rando wand is more likely to keep me alive than anything else. I've got 3 teleports, so I'm not worried about getting more of them. I don't know. Do I need another curing? I do. I'm out of curing. So if possible, this is most likely to keep me alive. This is what I'm doing. Wand of Paralysis is not the ideal wand. I'll blow another 100 to get this. That's also not the ideal wand, but hey, now at least I have options for when my standard arsenal doesn't apply. Hey, like this guy. Come here. Don't waste too much magic. I do want to get a double airstrike if at all possible, or triple airstrike if at all possible. Oh, got it. We already hit the target for poison magic. Mephitic is suitably castable. I think I can start putting some defense abilities back on the pile. Nope, back off, back off, back off, back off. Seriously, the guy knew where I was going. We'll do an airstrike. And then, hey, remember that thing that I said I wouldn't need wasn't optimal? We just got massive use out of it. It's the exact thing that completed the toolkit that I have when nothing else I had was optimal. So that's good. Idea random scroll, something I only have 1 of. Good, fear. That's good. I'm gonna read ID my next 3 scroll when I finish this floor. Do we shock? Yeah, we shock him. Hopefully get a double. The zap misses, the zap hits, the zap misses, the zap hits. That's what the value of a double is. We're gonna read ID 1 of these. Poison scroll. We need to remember we have that. We forgot in previous games. Also, it looks like some folk have joined the stream on YouTube. It looks like a bunch of people have. Hello all. Thanks for coming out. Please let me know if the chat is showing up. Restreamio is something I've only used somewhat, so I'm not sure how well it goes, but I have had luck in getting people to actually, I don't know, maybe I'll get stream notifications or something. That's pretty sweet. Oh, I think we just walk at this guy. You know what? If I'm going to do more of this walk at this guy's, I need to consider picking up stealth. I have a +4 aptitude, so it's kind of stupid not to at least put a few points into it. It'll both bolster my stabbing as well as make it more likely for me to get good engages and get good escapes. We've killed off 2 whites out of 3, and that's as good as it's going to get in the moment, unfortunately. All right, 3 out of however many, and we'll let the whites finish off. Bear is best target. The thing is, I'm not coming down the stairs and using stealth stabs to win fights. Usually, I'm coming down the stairs, using my blaster powers, and then retreating when things go south. That was a bad time to use my noise scroll. It's a good thing that I have a lucky escape, or I could have been really punished. Moral of the story, boys, do not get lazy and do what I just did, where you just retest a scroll. Back off and retest scrolls from safety. Amnesia. What do I not need anymore? I do like Shock, Mephitic, and Airstrike. I don't know about Swiftness. I don't know about Swiftness in this situation. But I don't have Blink yet, so I'm not going to not... Yeah, when I get Blink, then I can get rid of it. Lightning Bolt is already reaching castability. Static Discharge is a non-ideal option. In most situations, I'm actually preferring Zap to Magic Dart here, so... If I had an MP plus ring, I would probably wear it. Let's go upstairs. Test to read the scroll. Test to read another scroll. I need to remember the combination of read vulnerability and then use paralysis wand. I've never really made use of that combo, but especially against an early opponent where I might just need a slight edge and they're not capable of enchanting me, it might be a lifesaver to remember that 1-2 punch. And consider the following. I might make attempts to use a paralysis charge otherwise, but I'm never going to attempt to use... I might make attempts to use a paralysis charge, but I'm never going to make attempts to use a vulnerability scroll. So in any situation where a vulnerability scroll might apply, it's already better than my expected value, which is 0. Hit, hit. Double strike's always the best. I'm still using a level 1 spell. Yeah, we can get double zaps on this guy, I think. Double zap. Bazap. My baseline is to attempt to get a double zap. I will keep the Dagger of Protection in this situation. Okay. Double zap, double zap. Oh, he's staying put. That's perfect. Keep getting the double zaps. Nope, 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 nope. Nothing better I can do here, right? I should not have used swiftness there. That was an accident. Wait out the minus swiftness, please. I failed to get a stab, but I did lock him in, so he is gonna get constricted to death in that corner. You, on the other hand, got out, so... I should try to get AC plus 12 before I go into melee zaps, huh? Okay. We cleared that okay. We didn't leave anything in this shop that I particularly need. Let's read our unknown scrolls and hope for acquirement. Instead, we burned the blink. That was bound to happen. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I don't like wasting magic mapping, but c'est la vie. Do we risk a random mutation? Sure. Ditch noise and read this. Okay, degen. That's fine. We're good. Let's get in there. Conjure magic. This should be helping with lightning bolt. Yep, lightning bolt is actually now quite castable. Confuse and bail, or as I like to call it, ink cloud. You all are stabbable, so I'm not bailing just yet. Good enough. We can reconfuse him if I have to. This is a long way to be chased if things go south. Back off? No, take a double zap. Okay, we got the kill. We're still heavily drained. Keep him confused and kill him with stabs. Keep him confused, kill him with zaps. Stabs, I mean. Got him. Confuse him. Stab him. Okay. We can ditch what? All these are good picks, honestly. I think at this point we just add a defense skill and be happy. It's either more HP or more dodge. I vote for more dodge. I'm dodgy enough so I can always become... I already am starting... I have some points in dodge already. I can always go higher. In the meantime, do we have enough to memorize Lightning Bolt? We pick that up immediately. I have amnesia to forget it if I ever need to. The Lightning Bolt, I mean. And I'm hoping that doesn't come to that. No. Airstrikes in the open air, please. Zaps when they're up against the corner. Oh, Minkare, you are so perfectly positioned for this. Boom. Air Mage is quite powerful. I wouldn't go so far as to say like new meta or anything. It's very strong. And again, even though I hate being confused, it makes me question whether or not to make a good decision. I unconfuse myself every turn. There's 100 ways to respond to a orc. There are many ways to respond to an orc priest on screen. Dancing around while confusing, giving it extra turns to make the situation more dire is not my ideal choice. He looks very killable. From where I'm standing, if I can Mephitic him, I'm halfway to winning this fight. So, airstrike at 2, airstrike at 1, airstrike at 1, confuse, light. Okay, he's confused and dancing, so at least he's not going to hit me this turn. But I'm going to take a shot at puffing him. Nope. Man, I would hate to lose everything I just got by him getting away, but I literally don't know where he is, so not much I can do about it. Got him. The puff of flame hits something as opposed to the puff of flame hits the Lemire was the clue I needed. That he was actually right in front of me, or close enough. Soften him with an airstrike, kill him with zaps. So I did get a Mephitic Cloud this game, and I'm not going to pretend that I haven't made some use of it, but overall I've barely used anything other than my starting kit. Which again speaks to the versatility of this starting kit. Not to get ahead of myself, but this is the third octopus of air that I've ever made, and it's the third one who got to XL10 before everything goes horribly wrong, I guess. Okie dokie. We're just going to back off one square. We're ready to teleport in a moment if that's what it takes. We're not going to win this fight, so whatever we do here needs to be done with a view of getting away. Let's start with the teleport, and then we'll try and get what we can out of it. We're going to lightning bolt everything down the line. Ideally, we'll burn this tree while we're at it. The teleport is already queued up, so no reason to not stand my ground. Confusion is more likely to keep me alive than anything else, and we're out. Okay, good. Okay, we're out of MP, so we can't do any fancy tricks. We can vulnerability paralyze him. That might be the best option, unless he sees me. Unless he doesn't see me. So far, so good. Oh, I'm on the... still so far, so good. Okay, we're clear. We're clear. We're clear. We're gonna get out of here before they do. Sweet. Alrighty. Sorry about that delay, guys. Let's get back to it. So, yeah, I guess we just go back and pull. Oh, we don't have blink. This was a stupid play. Do we resist anything? No. Damn it. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is how quickly you go from winning to losing in this version of the game. Because in old version, I could back off and not take an attack of opportunity. Here, if I back off, I might get hit 4 times. Attack of opportunity, roll fast enough, get hit, double corrosion, dead. Or I might hit none of that. I mean, it's always a possibility. So, swiftness, back away, get them into the open, double zap, airstrike, finish him, finish him. Mr. Voodoo, or Buddha, or whatever you go by. We're gonna confuse him and stab him to death. There's at least one more enemy in here that I desperately do not want to run into. That's the one. Oh, he's wandering into fire? This could end very well for me. He is somehow managing to walk straight towards me despite that. Okay, good, he died. It would be too in character for the game to be like, oh, it doesn't matter. He just miraculously avoided the burning tree every time. Amulet, I will wear. Magic regeneration. Oh, I would either have regeneration, yeah. Confuse and charge. Okay, you could die here but while you're trying to be a hero. So 85% to hit with a puff of flame is better than anything I'm going to do. You're still confused, right? So he's not that confused. He's not that confused. Lignification is a good option. Let's get to a nice place where they can't surround me and then beat the crap out of them that way. Pretty sure I'm immune to being confused as a tree, so do that to further limit the field. Are you in noxious fumes? Yeah, so you may very well get confused as well. Who else wants to come at me, bro? I do want to get more magic. I'm going to drink a magic potion in this situation. This is not the time to penny pinch. I have the rest of the game to wonder how I'm going to get my magic potions back if I use it right now. There we go. I'm going to burn some of this forest down and make more room for my airstrikes. Good. Torch you, confuse, and stab you to pieces. You know, I thought right just there that it says you have died, and I was like, what? But no. So this is what was here. A harm ring mail and a +3 leather. You know what? Good rewards for the average character, just not for me. Let's see who else here. We got somebody on Twitch seeing us as well. So hello there and welcome to game. Yay! We got a blink scroll back. Okay, so D7, XL11, Lair should be appearing when? I thought that Lair would. Oh wait, we're on D7, not D11. We're on XL11. Huge difference. I feel like I'm already at the level that I would want to be for dealing with Lair, and even though that's not the case. Do I take another ability? I kind of want to take Call Imp just for survivability at this stage, but I don't want to invest in summons that much. Yeah, if it's survivability I should put things for survival as I have enough mana now. I'm a gas guzzler, but I'm not that hungry. So we'll do that. I can stop conjurations at any time, but given that Lightning Bolt is my only prayer of clearing Lair right now, as well as Airstrike, I kind of feel like the need to keep it on is still there. Zap, zap. You guys could actually take a Mephitic to the nose, please. Oh, wait. I need to start remembering that I have Zap's big brother and using it at least every now and then. They're not even warning me about casting it anymore. That's good. Brand weapon. Sure, we'll brand something other than my dagger of protection. Because it's incredibly nice when stabbing an opponent to have a little bit of security. Yeah, that's a terrible option. I'll take any free protections. And I think I saw poison darts somewhere back there. Yeah. Shockingly, this might be the first poison darts I found like all dungeon. That's just astonishing to go to D8 with almost no throws. But I did get 3 wands, so it's not like the dungeon has been entirely ungenerous to me and things that I consider baseline. We're gonna poison them when they get close enough. Here's good. What would really pop is if I could get Lightning Spire. Something for passive but constant damage. And I very likely can. We're not gonna confuse at melee, we're just gonna zap him to death. There you go. Lightning zaps. Alright, good. Kick them while they're down, and then kick them further down. Kick them while they're down, and kick them further down. This kill hole has proved very effective. Also, we should quiver the darts now. A lightning bolt here will be way more effective than a zap. Yep. The problem with air is that it has a fairly good chance to not hit, no matter how good your training is, which means a couple lightning bolts. If you roll 1 out of 3 twice in a row, you could be out of mana with no damage. What the heck? Yes, dear God, yes. The downside here, of course, is the will minus. The upside is the int +8. Even lightning bolt is castable. LRD, that is an earth spell, which I should have 0 training in, is 70%. That's nutty. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. All I need now is some spells, and I should be golden. Let's continue to run around, but I think I'm gonna be using my Gazog summon shop ability shortly. Since what I'm really missing now is more spell alternatives. Let's triple dip the next floor. What? How is that fair? How is this even like a legitimate branch opener or door? Like, how are you supposed to deal with that if you're a weak squishy that doesn't have the ability to deal with? I was in melee with wake enemies. Herald is not actually that scary. As long as he doesn't get a harpoon on turn 1, I'll be okay. There's a lot of them. Zap a couple times and then run for it is the play. Thin their numbers. Yeah, that's fine. I do have the ability to render a single target vulnerable and then paralyzed, so I need to remember that. Oh, I'm too low mana? That's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate time for it as well. I think this might be the Fear Scroll moment, to be honest. Oh no, we have a Poison Scroll. Use that. Yeah. That should kill everybody on the screen. Or it just short of the distance I needed for that effect. Oh well, that's fine. I killed most of the things I needed, and I got out without dying. And once you get a bunch of kills going, Gazog Gold effect actually is very good at subduing the enemies. I'd rather have 5 rolls with Zap than 1 roll with Lightning Bolt, because I'm not a high roller. Okay, we need Mephitic Cloud online, so we're going to wait to save up that 1 or 2 last. Oh, there we go. Got him. And Maggie, you know we resist fire, right? Like, heavily. Like, your days are done. Oh, I would say numbered, but no, just done. Any other character of mine right now would be all like, yay, Steam Dragon armor, our AC problems are solved. And Octopus is like, in the post endgame, I'll be strong. But good luck surviving to the post endgame. We can lightning everyone. We're gonna go for it. And it hit, which is fantastic. Lightning everyone. I really want to finish the Death Yak if at all possible. It's not at all possible. I don't want to be taking melee damage with every step he follows me, so we're going to run for it and Remephitic and attempt to kill him that way. Okay, we're going to render him vulnerable. No, we're just going to Poison Scroll to win this. It dodges the square he's on. I didn't know that. Oh, that's so bad for me. Invisibility. And we'll get an Invis Stab to win it. Now I understand why I didn't get a full screen clear that last time. It doesn't include the squares that monsters are in. It's a full screen of poison except where it needs to be. Well, there was some more jewelry to pick up, so let's go back till we find it. And hey, we made it to the lair. That's not a first for an octopus, but it feels like it. Confuse or double lightning? Double lightning seems great, as long as we don't miscast and miss with the bolts, which we did both of. Light, confuse stabs on the light shock. If you're confused, allow me to remind you what's going on. You are fighting me, and I am stabbing you. I'll take free willpower to offset the will minus that I'm wearing. Definitely. I say free. What I mean by that is I have so many ring slots that I'm in no danger of having to make a tough choice about which ring to wear yet. That will eventually come up if I survive long enough, but that's such a big if, it's almost not worth worrying about. So this is roughly where my last Octopode had made it to when I lost the game. Because an out-of-depth monster that would not have spawned at 0.26 spawned with a Trident of Distortion, and I panicked my response over worrying about the distortion and not thinking enough about, the monster itself. So I made a really bad play. Okay, we're fully stocked there. Before we dive in, I'm going to try 1 or 2 merchant summons. Don't need distillery, don't need an antique weapon. Assorted antiques could be nice. Let's go with assorted antiques. Extra magic mapping is cool. Unknown potion and unknown scroll are tempting, so I'll take those and read them. That was the wrong one. The torment, summoning, and butterflies. I'll keep one butterflies for the future. Unknown potion, attraction. Okay. Can we summon another shop? No. Do we need any of this? I will never say no to a curing. Where am I on maps? I only need to have one. I don't have one. Well, we'll take one. That's going to set me back financially, but it's good to have. Bottoms up. I can kill Hydras with my kit easily. As long as they're not on walls, I can airstrike them down. I got a first pip of AC from armor that I'll get all game. Airstrike is definitely my preferred option when it's available. Like here. They're gonna die to poison. He lived and died of my airstrike. Boom. How is it acceptable to anyone that there are 3 Death Yaks or more on Lair 1? Please, someone answer me. This used to be Lair 8 branch end territory. It actually upsets me immensely. Like, it reflects a fundamental misunderstanding, in my opinion, of what these monsters are supposed to be. I don't have to fight them, but the fact that they're even available, this isn't like a layer 12 where, you know, oh, it's out of depth anyway. This is I want to say like the second shallowest a layer even can appear on. Yeah, like, okay. I'm not saying I'm playing optimally here. There's probably more strategy I could apply, but I'm not playing terribly, and this is messed up. We're gonna take another crack at airstrike here, and then stab him down. Like, truly, I wouldn't expect to be put into life and death situations of this variety here. Let's drop Conjuration. Spellcasting has already got Lightning Bolt where I want it. You could argue that Fulminant Prism is a good take at this stage, just so I have something for clustered AoEs instead of AoEs on a line. As much as I want Stormform, without having found it, I can't rely on it. And even if I find it, I'm going to be starting from square one for getting transmutations online. So, damn it, they're on to me. Now I have to let him go. I have to let him go. I can't stay here and hope for the best. I'll die. I'm just going to burn another light charge to hopefully kill him. Okay, I got him. Good. Again, 4 Death Yaks. L1. 4 Death Yaks L1. I don't understand, man. 4 Death Yaks on L1 is insane. I mean, if that's allowed, then what isn't? Why not just put the Lernaean Hydra on D1? Okay, that's extreme. But no, like, legitimately, be like, oh, you're just supposed to get around it. I mean, and with attacks of opportunity, it's not like these are ordinary Death Yaks. These are Death Yaks that, if they get into melee with you, are guaranteed a chance at killing you outright with their attack. They don't have to roll high on energy. They can literally just 1 in 5 hit you, and they get to chase you. Oh, it's just so nutty. 8-headed Hydra. You know, I've played a lot of Dungeon Crawl. I'm used to 4 and 5-headed Hydras at this depth. I put 8s. No wonder I'm getting asked questions like, how do you stay alive? People are used to dealing with this, and yeah, I don't know. This is crazy. I'm just trying to get him off the wall so I can really airstrike him down. You'll notice that the spell I'm relying the most on is a spell you start the game with, Airstrike. It's not like I had to get lucky, and I am hard training air magic to go all the way with it. I haven't put a single point into my weapon or into unarmed combat because without having found a transmutation spell, prepaying for something you don't have access to is stupid. If that airstrike had miscast, my game would be close to over. Well, no, I have a blink scroll, but I would have to use up a blink scroll. I really wish I had blink. Rhyme Drake, I don't resist cold, so it's important not to be carried away here. Airstrike is super effective as long as you're timing it right, you have enough mana to afford the gas guzzler that it is. If you think airstrike is a one-shot kill, you're going to get killed. But if you use it to kill a single target in 3 or 4 attacks, then you're on the right track. Which means in a situation like this, having your retreat planned out is critical. And my retreat right now has to be activated because that Rhyme Drake could freeze me. We'll get 1 kill and then run. Uh, 9 spell levels. Yeah, hold off. Your body sometimes deteriorates and you have a beak. Don't care. Sometimes deteriorates is so rare and such a minor nuisance. It's not worth burning a mutation potion that could be better either saved for a more dangerous mutation to uncure, or could just roll you that more dangerous mutation outright. In short, it's bad, but not bad enough to risk getting for worse. 2, 3, 4, okay. I wonder if now is the time to switch over to Amulet of Magic Regeneration. Because my HP pool is significantly better than the 30 to 40 it was initially, and my build is the Gas Guzzler. So, like this motion right here, having full healed my mana is way more likely to keep me alive in the long term, because I'm more likely to win the next fight that I get bumped into. Good. Good, 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 good. Less good. I don't like how open this area is. Let's try another one. Good. 1 down. We'll use a premium spell there. We don't want to die, so let's get to the staircase. Okay, good. I don't know if I don't have a lig potion, but I would like to have a lig potion. Lignification, thank you. This whole floor is super open structured, so we need to be very careful to hug the stairs. If I do gain access to Storm Form, the only thing that's going to help me get it castable is the fact that I already have massive air training, and that I have int +8 dagger. That's it. Everything else, I mean, I have no transmutations, but that's okay. This doesn't have to be a storm run. Storm run is a fun way to win. It is not a requirement in order to win. It is the point of the character that I can keep all my armor slots even when transmuted. Good. What else you got? Rats? Good. What else you got? Rats? Good. What else you got? You got nothing, son. What else you got? Rats? Nothing. Rats? Nothing. Snakes? Blast them. I think one thing that's really helped this run is I didn't split my EXP nearly as hard as I usually do. I mained the spell casting to get the mana I needed, and the air. Oh crap, that's really bad. Yeah, we're gonna switch to protection here. Just until the silence wears off, I'd like some AC. Okay, good. That was really scary. Why are ID scrolls marked as grayed out? Anybody can answer that. That would be helpful. I don't actually understand why they're grayed out. Does that mean I've identified everything? I've never gotten acquirement, so can't have identified everything. Unless, yeah, unknown scrolls. Whatever. Don't want to mark the wrong thing there. Okay. That's more like it. See, that to me is an acceptable layer 3. Putting 4 death yaks on DL1 is insane. We should get out of here before we get overconfident. Too late. We get 1 or 2 airstrikes before we gotta go. We'll pick the weakest one and then we'll run. Even if I only chip away 1 or 2 of them at a time, it's plenty. Also, I don't understand the Quilsivora. I shouldn't say that. I literally, they're a new enemy, and I don't have a good instinct for how dangerous they are or aren't. I think I've died to one once, but I was also in the process of like some serious hubris stuff. So it's hard to judge if it's dangerous or if I was just being stupid. Good enough. What else you got? You got nothing. Okay, L3 is good. What's next? Already have Vapors. Sticky Flame and Dispel Undead. You could make the argument that I should take Sticky Flame since I don't have a good melee option. But it's a bad argument to make because what I need when I get into melee is to get them off me as fast as possible, not give them more turns. Honestly, with attacks of opportunity, Sticky Flame is in a bad spot. Why would you ever willingly let an enemy get that close? It's not like in the old days where you could like tap that on them and then run for it. Well, maybe if you pair it with Blink, I don't know. I'll take Amnesia. I don't know why we're not carrying those. Is auto pickup off for some reason? I'm surprised it didn't automatically want to pick up Amnesia for me. Yeah, please auto pick up this. It turned off all my auto pickups? It reversed all my auto pickups. That's what it did. Alright, Amnesia, Blinking, Brand, Butterflies, Enchant, Fear, ID, Immolate, Magic Noise. I'll take Scrolls of Poison, please. You can ignore Silence. I don't want that. Scrolls of Summoning, Teleportation, Vulnerability, good enough. And Potions should be okay. I wonder how many other good stuffs I've ignored that I just didn't notice were not being picked up. Okay, we good? We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I'm gonna have to zap these guys. Take that one out. Good. Slow and steady wins the race. So yeah, Airstrike is performing overtime. I gotta say, maybe with the nerfing of all the starting books, just having a solid level 4 kill spell is worth it. And while Swiftness isn't a great escape spell, it's just good enough to compete with what Fire already gives you. And while the use case for the AoEs on Fire, well, no, that's not fair. Fire is still king when it comes to just pure damage output, I would say. But damage on a line is really good with Zap, and that's a level 1. So, you don't have to wait till level 4 and 5 for Fireball. Yeah, I think I take out the Worm Drake here. Quick BRB, everyone. Give me one moment. Alrighty, sorry about that. We're back with more Octopode action. Oh, right, I forgot. This is why I went upstairs. He's confused. 50-50, I get out alive. Huzzah! Let's see. Now that we've triple dipped, we should be okay here. Yo! Not much. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, I think we can take those guys out with airstrikes from this position, but we're better off getting them to be open first, so we'll just do some zaps to attract and soften them up. Oh my god. They line up so beautiful. Okay, there's more of them than I realized. It's a good thing the staircase is where I need it to be. Bazap, please. Bezap again. Okay. Ah, another one? Just how many of these guys are there? Are you all satiated? Good. Now this is where a Felid would be considering whether or not this was the time to spend all their money and become a Jivas worshipper. Oh wow, there's actually quite a few of them. But we're kind of taking them out really well, so no harm done. Let there be as many of them as there needs to be. That's what I was scared of, getting flanked. Okay, but the thing about a paper bag is you can punch your way out of it pretty easily. And Mana Regen has really been part of the Mana Regen amulet showed its value here with how much I was able to keep that chain gun firing. Lightning Bolt and Bail. I don't need to win these fights. I can get out my life and then fight a better place. Well, I mean, yes and no. Again, I point you in the direction of the fact this is my first octopus to make it to lair in quite a while. Oh no, 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 no. I looked away and went to the wrong screen. Damn it. This was purely a case of I looked at chat, looked back, went down the wrong staircase. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to lose the game over that. Like, legitimately, probably all together just lose the game for one bad decision. This would be a time to fear or blink. I vote Blink because it's as extreme as it gets, and even one of them. We've actually been clearing in this direction, so this is probably the safest place to go to. But it's still very close to enemies that can see me. But it's closer to an escape, so yeah, we're gonna go this way. That's just bad luck. We'll kick in a teleport here, and now we'll use a fear. And that should be enough. That really should have been enough, but then that happened. So, how do you survive against 2 dragons with 25 HP? Well, first things first, you hit teleport, no question. How did I get marked? Okay. We've got 2 real options. We can heal wounds to get out of quick kill range, or we can butterflies to limit how easily they can reach me. I think heal wounds is correct. And at 2,000 gold, I think I try to double heal wounds with a petition potion. Heal wounds curing. I don't want to berserk. That'll get me killed for sure. Poly resist gives me fire resistance and invisibility. There we go. Now they can't see me. That's something. Let's cure out of whatever I've got right now. And maybe, just maybe, we're okay. We need to get rid of the mark, because... Can I re-invisible? No. What's worse, being marked or being invisible? I don't know what dominates here. What I do know is this is the time to heal wounds and make my way to that staircase that I can't get to. Yeah, I think we're okay here to go for the staircase because we're invisible. So they don't, in theory, know where I am. In practice, they sure seem to be coming right at me for enemies that don't know where I am. I think they can see me. Yeah, they definitely can see me. I don't know what the hell this is. Let's fear. Worked once, it could work again. That confusion might save me some grief. Let's fear again. Get off the staircase, you asshole. Fear again. I burned all of my escapes and lost my blink scroll, all because I looked away from the screen, forgot that I had already gone to a different staircase, and went back down the same staircase. This is what I mean when I say the game has become super punishing. Super punishing. But again, in fairness, I like it this way. I do prefer that this is a game where your fortune can go from great to hell because you dropped your guard for a second. And I want to also point out that none of those enemies, mind you, none, are actually problems for me to deal with when I am correctly utilizing my build and my space. They only become a problem when things are going wrong. Can I paralyze you? Not really. Can I blind you? Maybe? 100%? Good. Can you stop following me perfectly when confused and blinded, perhaps? Nope. Nope, that would be too much to ask. Hate this game. Let's root him. Roots will almost certainly catch him. Didn't do shit. He got right out of it. Alright, we're just gonna have to take it on the chin. Do we heal wounds or lignify? I think we heal wounds. And then... Do we berserk or do we lignify? I think we lignify here. It's the best bet. Lets me do this in melee and start really electrocuting him like there's no tomorrow. Can we, like, not... Would it be possible, game, just not have a life and death struggle every single tile? Yeah, and just a change of pace, see how that feels. I also lost 400 gold because of that Gazog petition, and unfortunately, even allowing for that, the invisibility, I got marked. How did I get marked there? And no, the only visible enemies were asleep. Nothing could have stepped on a trap. You know, it used to be that you had to play Zom to get screwed over that badly. Now it just happens random. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is where I want to be. Let's get back to the safe staircase. And slowly explore out now. We're going to move in the direction of the two safe staircases so that we're never too far away from an escape. We're going to summon another store. I'm starting to realize that I do need more than I have. And unfortunately, none of these are what I want. I'll take a general store, but it's really not what I wanted. Book of Sloth gives me statue form, but statue form is not what I've been building towards at all. It would almost be like starting from scratch. It's not worth it. Well, it kind of could be. This is a strictly incorrect decision, but I'm going to put some points into transmutation prospectively because I do still hope to gain storm form this game, and now if I don't, I can try to Riku it by going into statue form, which I found. I don't feel like, as an octopus, all of my armor slots are useless. Any transmutation that melds those and gives me a base AC instead is kind of pure profit. Okay, we're gonna draw these guys out of their hole instead of fighting them in their hole. We'll fight them on the beaches. We'll fight them where we prefer. The thing about Lightning Bolt having a low accuracy is all that means is you should position it to get 2 or 3 shots at once as often as possible. If you're using it as a standard beam spell, you're going to be disappointed with how often it misses. Oh, okay. Technically, all of them are Mythiticable except the Hellhounds, and I have RF++. This is not as bad an engage as it looks. I'm going to draw them out. Get the double zap on you. Single zap. Single zap. Okay, Mephitic and Bale. Okay, we're gonna die if that thing unconfuses, so let's not let that happen. Let's get out. I forget how good mana regeneration is, but I didn't have to go upstairs to regenerate because I had already picked up half my mana. Gas Guzzler build, but I have the gas. Confuse. Confuse will also lower their resistance, hopefully, or their likelihood of dodging successfully, hopefully. As well as, yep, bottleneck whatever comes in next. Oh, Torpor Snail. We're going to break LOS for that for sure. This one is not confusable if I recall correctly, but he is airstrikeable. That's a bit of a joke because everything is airstrikeable. Man, airstrike is so good now that it works on non-flying enemies. I mean, works well on non-flying enemies. Now that the purpose has been changed from a question of fly versus not flying to a question of positioning and intelligent play. Torpor Snail down. Yeah, just come to me, guys. All of you. Confuse. Bottleneck. Still a good bottleneck. Alright, good enough. The Raiju needs to be airstruck as much as possible. So we're going to stay in places where airstrike will be effective when it jumps to it. Yep. So I've started to make use of Lightning Bolt, but again, I do feel, I don't want to say confident, I do feel capable of clearing Lair with nothing but airstrike. I'm sorry, with the kit of an air mage, what the dungeon tends to give you for survival options and airstrike. You just need to be very cautious to not over put yourself in deadly situations because you're using finite resources for escape instead of like having blink on tap or something. But Mephitic Cloud has been a game changer for this build. Without Mephitic Cloud, I don't know that I do this well. Which unfortunately Air Mage does not start with. Oh, acquirement. That's nice. Maybe I can acquire something that I can use for extending my power to the end game. You know, way back in the day, I once ran a Spriggan through to the first rune using nothing but what but by the first thing I picked up off the ground with a dagger and my starting book. That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't have the one thing I really wanted, but it has Lightning Spire and Ball Lightning, which is enough. I don't need to summon gold. Staff of Battle is really tempting. I think that plus Zap could clear the lair easily, and the other branches potentially. A bonus hat is always a good thing, but not worth it compared to the other ones on this list. I'm already at the point that Maxwell's is a possibility. I think I sit on this acquirement a little because Staff of Battle is really a good offer. I would be giving up 8 intelligence for it though. That's the rub. What else would I be giving up? What is this weapon exactly? RF RN int plus 8. It's too good. I can't give this up. There's like no circumstance in which I'm happier to have. Well, think of it this way. I get a permanent battle buddy, battle sphere, that I can use for dealing the equivalent of Secundarin's Mystic Blast constantly with a conjuration booster for my lightning bolts. That's really good. That's really, really good, actually. And what exactly would I be excited about here? Conjure Ball Lightning, when I resist electricity, and Lightning Spire. But both of those are really good, too. Let's finish clearing this floor, and then I'll make up my mind. Because while Lightning Spire would be nice to have, I don't need it to clear this floor, hopefully. And I would rather... There's a good chance that I find a better option, book-wise. Something else that fills the niche that then leaves me free to pick Staff of Battle, which would truly be a unique option. Also, you'll notice that I haven't found very many rings yet. Ooh, I apparently found a Ring of Protection at some point I didn't wear. I haven't found enough rings to max out my ring options yet, so there's plenty of room for Wizardry or Int plus 6 under this tent to get back the Int plus 8, to dig my way out of the Int plus 8 failure. Played too fast. It's okay. We'll recover. I'll turn this into an empty square for the purposes of airstrikes. We are vulnerable to that, so let's target the Cloud Farter. Can I call them Cloud Farters instead of Blasters? I I think this is a runaway moment until I have them, sorted. Now I have enough mana to kill this one. The ability to constantly decide to run away from fights that you're not ahead on is part of what helps your win rate immensely. Okay, I found a swamp dragon. Can I burn this tree in anticipation of him coming at me? Yep, there we go. What? Okay, that's some dickishness. I have a perfect setup. Yoink. Try again. I mean, I know it's like a well, duh, but it's really not. It's so easy to not realize when you're supposed to be running away or when you're supposed to be trying to disengage. And the sooner you realize it, the less resources it costs to do it typically. If you realize at the very last possible second that you need to get away, you might burn 2 blink scrolls just to stay alive, right? Plus a Gozog potion summon like I did, and all your heal wounds. But if you realize it 2 turns before that, you may be able to step out of the situation using nothing more than a single Fear Scroll. Well, when's a better time than to learn? Yeah, it's the beauty of a turn-based game. It doesn't require reflexes or. Okay, there's a fire dragon coming up. I need to remember that. Let's go into the deep water. That way I have a home against anything that's ground-based. Okay, good. We're gonna be deeply poisoned, but I want to wait it out. So let's try to be here. Good. And there's the fire dragon. We are RF++, so hopefully with a good engage. See, when I shame teleported into here, I had the power to win. It just the bad engage. A good engage helps immensely. We don't need this long term, but we'll wear it till we have something better. There's nothing to identify. We have tons of cash. Staff of Earth. Full clear. There's no point going into that mess. Are there any books anywhere that we left on the floor? The Book of Sloth with statue form, which is still pretty underwhelmingly bad. MCC is still available. I should probably pick it up. It's a good option for a named unique that I don't have the tools to take on otherwise. And even if I go with pretty much any build I go with, I'm going to want it in the end. The only reason not to is spell levels, and I have amnesia, so I can always get them back. So yeah, we're doing this. But we're going to put it on a letter that I will never use by accident, because it's not obviously an ideal option to go to usually. Still fighting, still alive. Do we summon another shop, or do we go for Orc? I think we're going to look for the Orcish Mines and see if we can't get books that way. Yes! I was all out of heal wounds. Thank God I got one more back. Due to a shameful, literally a typo. Well, not typo, but, stupid mistake that, not a bad decision, but oh, that's where I was? Whoops, I forgot. I took the wrong staircase. I have no business not knowing. Ooh, yay. So I have 3 AC plus 4 rings, which is the totality of where I'm getting my AC from. That's not bad. I'm tunnel visioning onto one spell. I shouldn't be doing that, but I am. That shop is literally inside a fire cloud. That's so cool. I love that design choice. I'm glad that whoever made it, that is a cool mini vault. Especially if that shop is somehow fire themed. What? Airstrike that. A target. Demolition depot, eh? Well. good stuffs. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. It's a cheaper way to get Lightning Spire than burning my thing. And that might be the only excuse I need. What did I just say I don't need here? Magic Dart, Searing Ray, Fulminant Prism. I definitely don't need any of that. I already have all of that. Fireball is a very good spell. And I have it down to 19% fail already. That's just fantastic. That is a not awfully priced Condenser Vein as well. I think the correct decision here is to buy the Book of the Storms. Memorize Lightning Spire as soon as it's available. I need how many more spell levels? 1. Yeah, I'll get that in no time. Let's throw some spell casting on the barbecue just in case. And now we can read the acquirement for Staff of Battle. Which hurts my spell casting for some of these, but not all of them. Lightning Spire will still be super castable. Then enchant my hat to the maximum and drop the stack of enchant armor since I literally don't have any other armor slots worth enchanting. And now we're golden. Let's go. Because look, Zap now deals tons of damage thanks to the Staff of Battle. My ability to target single enemies with sustained damage output, it goes way up. And I can always hot swap to int +8 if I need it in a pinch. I still didn't get what I wanted, but I got what I needed, and that's good enough to be happy with. Ooh, general store. What you got? Curing, a bunch of other crap. Mutations. Take a curing. I'm pretty sure I ran low on that at one point. Nope, it's heal wounds I'm low on. Curing, apparently, I'm quite flush with. This is great. This is actually just great. I can probably deal with Orc using just this artifact at this stage. Not that I'm limited to that. Let's airstrike him. You got that lightning? No. Waiting on Lightning Spire to yeep. Alright, we good? We're good. Okay, so far so good. I still feel very weak. I think that's the big thing about Stormform Octopus. Once you get it online, you stop feeling weak. It's not that you can't win without it. It's not that it's a requirement to win the game. It's that when you have it, your power spike hits because it's like you gain 5 armor slots worth of armor or evasion, the full kit that every other character would have already had. And on top of that, you're also dealing all of the cool ring effects, whatever they may be. And even if you have to use double or triple wizardry to make it work, that's fine. You have the ring slots for it. Right. Let's go to the Orcish Mines. What we're missing here is a fireball equivalent. This is a bad place to be standing, actually. This is a really bad place to be standing. Okay. But what we will have shortly is Lightning Spire, which kind of fulfills the same niche. We're just waiting on spellcasting to get one more level for us, or for our level up, which I guess we're waiting a while. Are you serious? This is an even worse place. At least they're not all wielding pole arms. Do we just pull them? Nah. Yeah, I think I have to just pull them upstairs and then take a different staircase if available. It's fine. Popcorn. Is there another staircase available? Not that I'm willing to do. Yeah, we'll just pull again. The ogre is the worst thing that can happen to me here. Oh, I'm confused again. What's confusing me? Oh, I'm standing in a mephitic, dummy. This is where all that AC and EV that I've been adding up pays off. Likewise, take care and have a good one. Thank you for watching. I'm probably going to quit after this, depending on what I get or don't get. Will be the end of this. Yeah, we should airstrike you down right away. Mark, eh? Well, this is a good time to be marked. Marked while on the staircase of the whole Orcish mines. Get as many of them to come to me as possible. Full tank. And that should slow them down significantly. And if it doesn't, then anyone who charges me will die. That was actually the perfect time to use that, so I'm really glad that worked out. Good enough. All right, and Lightning Spire? How am I still not there, man? I think I'm training 5 schools, which is probably a few too many. Let's turn off transmutation for the moment. Technically, spellcasting helps all skills, including that one. And as previously alluded to, the statue form thing is clearly me deluding myself into just praying that I get storm form again. We're just gonna do one of these. And then zap everything inside to death. That's a knight, right? Yeah, we gotta focus the knight, please. Aralek with a bunch of ups and downsides to it is definitely worth keeping tabs on, but not worth buying just yet. The rest of this stuff I could give or take. Definitely worth confusing this hive and then zapping whatever's in here to death. Good. This is just one more use for the Staff of Conjuration. It serves as a mini meat shield in most situations and resummons itself. Now, the downside, of course, the other upshot is that this Conjuration Staff serves as, the Battle Staff serves as a spell enhancer for Conjurations. So, at least as long as I'm still playing Standard Magi, I'm getting a lot of benefit having this up. Oh man, this is a nasty orc. I've not seen such an elaborate orc end branch in a while. My guess is this is something that was made that I haven't seen before because it's really cool. We're gonna ditch this too until such time as I'm able to get Lightning Spire online. Speak of the devil, there it is. B is a bad letter for you. How about E? No, that's a bad letter too. G? Yeah, I could go with G. Normally I would do D, but D has been airstrike long enough that I don't want to switch it up now. Now, any enemy that doesn't resist electricity, and there aren't a ton of them, is going to get showered pretty heavily against me. And if you do resist electricity, my orb still shoots at you for raw damage. We're still training dodge fighting. That's good. I should have about 90 HP. That's great. Airstrike out the targets. Zap, 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 zap. Control the board, control the board, control the board. Okay. Nope. Airstrike that monster. Oh, that right there is exactly the kind of thing that's going to make me run for it. They sent a warlord. I'm going to try my hand at Maxwell's, see how that goes. Nope, failed to cast it. Okay, well, we'll beat you by conventional means, in which case. Maxwell's is probably the way to deal with the Orcish Warlord, to be completely blunt. Especially if I can get myself to a situation where he's not pelting me. As long as he doesn't have a massive crossbow, should be okay. He's not currently wielding a crossbow, so that's good. I'm going to take a shot, a 50-50 shot at getting it going now. It worked. Boom, we got him. We got him good. Got him real good. And the good news is, just based on the structure of this vault, I'm betting you he's the only one of his kind. So now that he's out of the way, we should be okay. Yeah, that was like a 50-50 shot at insta-gibbing the one guy I was scared of, so I'm very glad that worked out. Yeah, we'll take 2 more airstrikes to finish you. And then run for it. And zap whatever comes after me. We can turn back on transmutations in air and ditch spellcasting again. The transmutations is stupid to train. The air is not. All my damage is coming through air right now, so. And what I could consider doing at this stage is putting some points behind conjuration and tilting over to being a full conjurator, since I believe I had access to some higher level conjuration spells that could help seal the game out. But I prefer this. That was really bad. Oh, he poison resists. Well, that's gonna be painful. Do I have any new jewelry? Nothing? Okay, that's fine. Good enough. Good enough. Keep double blasting. Go for a double blast again. Take you all out. All right. Okie dokie Loki. I think honestly with the spell enhancer and the bonus damage, airstrike is dealing a little less single target damage than just zap, because zap is getting the bonus of everything. I'm tempted to buy invisibility because it's actually saved my bacon this game quite a bit. Magic I have a couple of. Resist I have a couple of. Lig I have at least one, and mutation I can get more. Mutation is not something I consider active use. If it's a strategic choice. If I need it, I just come back and get it. 100% was the right call to pick up the Staff of Battle over the high-level Lightning book. Even though the decision itself felt odd at the time, I'm sure y'all are seeing how much it's paying off. And by extension, the decision to wait rather than immediately acquire, when I knew I was going through 2 areas that I was likely to get at least some additional spell from, also now looks like a good decision. Zap them sorcerers. Not working? Alright, we're back off, get them 1v1. You know, Mephitic Cloud doesn't deal direct damage, but thanks to the Battle Sphere, I get damage off of it because it's technically a conjuration, so it still targets for purposes of conjurations. This is a huge end branch for Orc. Like, my god, look how floor expansive it is. I love it. It's challenging as heck, very uphill. I wish there had been better loot, but what are you going to do? I am going to explore past here to see if I can find anything. Should have a couple potions of flight. Nope, nothing. Floor full clear, got a ton of money. Let's go and check the other sub branches out now. This one is evil with a capital E. This is rated E for evil. Lightning Spire could help. And then just cast vast swaths of Mephitic Cloud in every direction, I guess. And then, do we have a poison? Yes, we'll poison whatever isn't Mephitic, so that no square is safe to go to. And then we'll bolt out the most dangerous targets. Okay, we'll zap out the most dangerous targets now. Okay, we got one of them. Airstrike the invisible target. And then we'll just zap, 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 zap. That was such an appropriate use of poison. My god, took the whole floor. Okay. And there was nothing else on this floor, and there was no other way to connect, so if I had retreated, I would probably never go back there, so yeah, good. We'll drop a Lightning Spire. We'll airstrike out the mage, confuse out the cluster, and then just zap everything to death. Zap, 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 zap. Zap, zap, zap. Good. Well, we're kind of on autopilot-y status here. We do not have what we want to have, but we do have 400. We do have $4,000, so we can afford. Let's take a look at our shopping list. Yeah, we should probably pick that up. We can afford to summon a shop, so we'll do it. Magic scrolls, jewelry, and weapons. Well, I'm always interested in some jewelry. Slay -5 is a non-bow. Int +6 with our poise is hugely valuable. Finally, my melee Mephitics are less dangerous. I don't have electricity resistance at all, and I'd be choosing between RC- with Wheel Plus versus C invisibility bonus without that and permaflight, so that's not a hard decision. We'll take that too. Okay. That builds out my resistances nicely without giving me a negative cold resist. Can I do one more shop? Not really. That's all my money and I didn't get what I needed. We'll take a general store. Alright, we have an acquirable acquirement. We've got Filch's Ring for AC +4 with an upside. And that's it. That's it. We're broke. So this is, for now, what we have to win the game with. And mercifully, it's not impossible to imagine winning with this. Sea invisibility makes those so much safer. Ooh, I would love to know what it takes to get in here. 6 scrolls of blinking? Ha! Yeah, right, never. Until I have 10 to 15 scrolls of blinking, I would value 6 scrolls of blinking higher than just about anything for survival purposes. So yeah, you can just forget about it. There's no way I'm going to be happy to give up 6 scrolls of blinking. What if you gave up 6 scrolls of blinking, got Storm Kitty, and then promptly died 5 minutes later because you wound up in a position that you could no longer blink out of? I resist fire heavily, right? Oh no, I just merely resist it, not heavily anymore. Do we attack here? I think we Tremor Stones. And then now that we've softened them, we take what we can fight-wise. Drop a Battle Buddy too while we're at it. Multiple Battle Buddies should scissor this field to pieces. We don't have Storm form, and we're not going for Statue form, so forget it. Until such time as I have good reason to believe I'm getting... I just picked up Irradiate. That's a great transmutation. Actually, Irradiate's a strong choice for adding to my spell repertoire. At this stage, I have AC 15 on account of my rings of AC. So if I did find Storm Kitty, or not Storm Kitty, Storm Form, it would be absolutely ridiculously high AC, like somewhere in the vicinity of 30, which is about the highest AC you could imagine for a Storm Form. And that's without giving up the additionally ridiculously high evade that comes with the form by standard. These guys can shoot me down pretty easily from range. There's not a lot of safety here, so I'm going to go the long way around. There we go. Now I have a much stronger engage against them. See? See? If I had engaged carelessly, I would have been mowed down by that lot. Basilisk at my back could kill me with one Petrify, so he's ironically the target. Priority here. Alright, we did good. Bjorgnor's is probably way higher level. Yeah, Necromantic Earth, super high level. Not enticing, reachable. Beauty of being a Gazagite is how fast your money comes back to you. This is a bad spot to be. I wonder if I can get out of this quickly. Confuse is probably the best bet. There we go. And just shower zaps until they're all dead. You again. How many boulder beetles will I have to kill today? Okay, this is bad. Just get out. We're one bad rock away from dead in that situation. Good. Great. Back off. Unlike their natural gargoyle counterparts, these ones do not resist electricity, so all this is super effective. I mean, at least that's what I think. Okay, good. Another one down. I'm not worried about the lava snake. I can just break LOS. Let's deal with what I can't to break LOS with first. Set up a nice kill zone. You know what I could do is just fly over here, then nothing can touch me. Unless I let it. Fool that I am. Where I see a hog, I think of Circe. Where I think of Circe, I look at my will. It's pretty low. It's a good thing we have static allies that can keep me very defended if things go wrong. Boom. Another requirement. That is a fantastic ring. That is a boring set of abilities. For a non-earther, I mean. Hat of the Bear is really cool option. Will plus plus and a Guardian Spirit is great, but I'm not a Berserker, so I don't really want a lot of the downstream effects. How much do I actually need this? Will plus R core, R poise, right? What am I dealing with right now? I don't have R core, I do have R poise. I get R poise off of an int plus 6, which I'm not taking off. So I don't actually need it that much. I don't need any of these. None of them help me much. R core is the only ability I get, and I get it at the cost of Dex. I could take the gold, but I don't need the gold, so I'm going to sit on this acquirement for a bit. No, I have a gold. I have another acquirement available to me. I'm going to trade this one for that one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get gold and then use it to buy an acquirement. All right, so give me a stack of cash and ditch this. Just give me the acquirement scroll, which I will then low-level fire spells. I'm already at high-level electrics, so I don't need them. I don't have a Pip of RC, I don't think, so a hat that gives me that is very much welcome. So yeah, 900 gold is tempting, but it's not the correct choice. The hat is. I'm going to get the money some other way. And I'll lose 1 AC point happily for a big-ass hat. Thanks, but no thanks. Back to the game. 2 acquirements, nothing I wanted. I guess I've used up all of my bad luck, or I used up my good luck getting the battle staff. Now I can get... Luis, how likely are you to abyss me? 1 in 5. That is very, very bad odds for me. But that's what Maxwell's is for. had to risk only 1 or 2 turns in front of you to take you out. Okay, that's cleared up. Final floor of the dungeon, and I call it a night. So let's pray for some good luck, please. We'll drop this, and that will help clear up the riffraff here. Wait, is that Jogren? That is Jogren. I think we do this. There we go. Takes him out. Maxwell's. Ozo's Refrigeration and Olgreb's Toxic Radiance are very nice spells. And Olgreb's is in a position that I could memorize it. Unfortunately, for that, I just got done with the one place that would have made it the most useful. I screwed up in getting into this position. And I hate to do it, but I think I need to butterflies my way out. That was a really, really bad set of moves that landed me in melee with him. It was totally avoidable. I airstriked at a range where I should have been electrocuting with relying on my unavoidable damage. And there were enough distractors on the scene that I wasn't landing all my lightning spire bolts in the right direction. So yeah, I took unnecessary risks there. I will admit, I will, however, say in my defense that using a butterfly scroll there is kind of what butterfly scrolls exist for, right? Like getting you out of those pickles by letting you dodge behind allies. Good. That was not at all the intended place to put that Mythic, but whatever. I'm wondering how much of what makes this build work is that I have a summon, aka Lightning Spire, that I keep going to, and how much of it is all the other good stuff. Because, you know, the push that I keep seeing people tell me is that Summoner is the stronger, safer way to go, and I just don't see it, personally. To me, Summoner has always felt very fragile. It's so easy to not get a good advanced summon and to be malpositioned by or screwed over by the way the positioning happens. Okay, I have Irradiate and just Irradiate in a place that I can use it, nothing else. I will take Lig. Vorpal Dex +2, thanks but no thanks. Floor cleared. Last Merchant Summon. Bad luck all around. I don't need a magic scroll or a weapon or antique armor, so I'm going to save 500 gold by taking the antique armor. Sorry, the weapon. And yeah, nothing of value. Next bet will be Swamp, Spider. I think it's got to be Swampio. Because I have Flight. And let's capacitively couple this guy. That did not go the way I planned at all. Anyway, I also have the ability to lightning bolt trees into fire. So that's another reason that this is a natural place to start off. Still training defense skills, right? Yeah, okay, good. And air magic is about as high as it needs to be. What's my spell power on these things? 100%, 64%. Yeah, that's very good. Oh yeah, and I swim, so octopode. Well, I guess I have flight. That's even better. Uh, I'm slowly but surely getting capacitive coupling down to a point where I could use it regularly. Fail-wise, it's already low enough. But in terms of my strength and ability to stand still while it ticks off, ooh. That was a riskier option, but paid off. An Amulet of Reflect with a RC on it is tempting. I'm very tempted, actually, on account of the fact that I already have a pretty deep mana pool. This is a bad engage. Let's get out of here. We'll have a better engage somewhere else. Not if we walk into a dead end, we won't. Burn a teleport. I really hate this engage. Let's just immediately go full out for broke on this guy. There you go. See? That was much easier. Stone Arrow, Lehudib Spear. Orb of Destruction. Well, that cinches it. I think I need to turn back on Conjurations, except that this is going to be a Conjurator finish after all, and then just deal with it. I now have Orb of Destruction, which is the highest level Conjuration for single target damage that I would need. I don't have a Battle Buddy. Well, I don't know why I'm still trying to get Stormform online even mentally. There's literally no need. I'm winning without it. I guess it's because I set out to do a thing and I want that thing to happen. But again, this is a roguelike, right? Like, you don't always get to do what you want. You have to do what the game gives you. I got Sting. Good enough. What I probably should do, if I'm going to give up on transmutations properly, is get... Ooh, the Donald. I don't know why I'm constricted. I guess he's got roots. Let's fly away from here. Break LOS and find a better engage. That's what I like to do. No! That was bad. It was really bad. I don't have fear. I don't have the ability to get out of here quickly. Slowly I do, but quickly I don't. Heal wounds once, curing twice. Curing twice. Okay, good enough. You fools. damn near killed me for bullshit. You again. I forgot about you. Do I teleport? Yeah, I think I do. This is a really nasty spot to be in after all. This is not much better, actually. Much better. Okay, Donald. Finish him. I could definitely take shield on. Like, legitimately, if this is the build that's winning the game and not something else, like if I'm going Maxwell's to win the game with, and a pure air mage build, then shield is the correct answer because it gives me another round of defense that I can use to stand. Oh no, what is that? What could possibly be launching balls of electricity here? Not Will of the Wisp, surely. A lightning spire, permanent lightning spire could, yes. Are we all satisfied here? Everybody's dick sufficiently hardly measured. Great. Alright, it's almost 10:30. I'm gonna have to call it a night very soon. So as much as I had wanted to full clear swamp, I think, well, actually, I think that's exactly what I can finish, and then I'm good. There is an ice cave here. Which probably isn't going to give me storm form, but it's definitely going to exist as a source of cash, if nothing else. Let's burn a lightning bolt to dig my way through this tree. And then get out. Okay, we know where the ice cave is, so we can definitely take our time and get there. What we can't afford to do is die trying to get there, so that's why I dug out the tile that I did. Surely that's enough. I really don't want to miss out on the ice cavern by going upstairs, so this is turning into something of a Custer's Last Stand, where half the level is coming to me, and I'm just like, okay, that's the half. You got more, but they're really forcing my hand. I mean, look at this. Like, I can't not face this. Take the Nair one. Okay. Good. Still failing portal. Oh my god, more Hydras. Fail Hydras, please. I think the rune chamber must be super close, and so I'm getting the spillover of the entire level. Like, I'm gonna finish this quote-unquote greeting party, and there won't be anything left. But I'm acting like I'm a Meteoran who's like on a tight timer, when in reality I'm not, so. Let's get my mana up at least before I charge forward, shall we? I know it's melting. I know it's nearby. I'm trying really hard to get there. Okay. We can turn the corner at least. Okay. That's all of them. Can I go now, boss? Can I go now, boss? Okay, we should have RC plus plus. Oh, we only have one pip? I guess we never bought that fancy hat, huh? One pip of RC should be enough. As long as we don't let too much hit us in melee. We don't let ourselves get too low. There are very few enemies that I'm expecting to run into that resist electricity. A fiend certainly could, but I also have Maxwell's, so a single end boss, as long as I can survive it, is not too threatening, actually. Since there's a second way through here, and since I have flight, this is actually very tempting to take that passageway. Look, I'm going to continue to make as much noise as possible with all these lightning bolts. If you guys keep coming out one by one, I will keep taking you out one by one. Mass confusion is actually quite likely to hit. Oh my god, that's an actual ice fiend. Shit. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if ice fiends have already attacked me, and I haven't even gotten past the doorway, this is one of the hardest ice caves I've ever been in. That's an obsidian statue. That's not even a normal, like, ice statue like you expect in these. That's a caustic shrike. Are you serious? I'm in a simulacra, but still. I know I'm a powerful character. That's why I risked this, but damn. This is some real power that they're pushing me through. Okay. You know what I could do is Mephitic Cloud to create safe havens in the middle of this, where the ice can't respawn on me. That was a good torment, and that's why I did what I did there. I should actually put on position my RN. Oh, dang it! I left it in the dungeon. Okay, never mind. This would be a good time to have resist necro +1 at least. Be good. MCC has already proven its value. I could not have defeated a fiend safely without it. And I'm still on mana regeneration, so I should be able to keep up this Mephitic walk fairly well. Oh my god, but that was a brutal walk, wasn't it? Okay. Need to remember to set a guard when I start to rest. Bunch of loot that I cannot use, and that frankly isn't very good. I forgot to do the Mephitic trick. 1, 2, 3. My mana is still like 28, so it's not like I'm using a ton of mana to do this. All I was hoping for was a Hat of RC. Oh wait, I did acquire the Hat of RC. I guess that's the only RC I had? Dang. Okay. We full cleared what is easily the scariest ice cave I've ever seen. And now we're going back into an end vault. The one thing I can give myself credit for is even if mentally I was tunnel visioned onto my Stormform endgame, I haven't played in a fashion that looks that way. I've been open to what the dungeon actually is giving me and crafting my build along those lines. The only exception, of course, is that I haven't trained conjurations yet more, and yeah, I don't have to, so. What I really should be doing about now is working on transmutations and actually seriously considering taking on statue form. If for no other reason than because it would be the biggest boost to my survival for the rest of the game, would be that ability to have so much polyresist. Oh, that's the Lernaean Hydra. Let's get to a safe distance. Kill the spares. There is no safe distance anymore. Not for my plan. I was hoping to Maxwell's him, but yeah, that just became impossible. Now, from now on, I have to be aware that the Lerny is a possibility. I don't know what your deal is, and I don't want to find out. Apparently I am feared, which is just fine with me, since that's what I was going to do anyway. I'm going to drop a ally, and are you mutating me or something? Cause fear, corrupt. I don't know when I picked up that mutation. I don't like that I have it. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you are, and I'm terrified of you right now. I'm not used to taking this much damage this quickly. I think I have to do something more drastic to not die to you. Which is this, unfortunately. It's a temporary measure. Assuming I'm faster than him, which is a fair assumption. Okay. We're going to get rid of this shitty mutation. That's fine. It's actually really good for me. And now we're going to figure out how to deal with this guy. You know what we could do is just ignore him if at all possible. I mean, he doesn't know where I live. Yeah, if I can somehow bypass him when I go upstairs, I will just not kill him. Because his summon clouds makes Maxwell's particularly unreliable. I'm surprised Lerny's not here. I guess he stepped out and didn't come back. All those trees look nasty too. Got the Wand of Light. Shit. What's the best play to get out of here? Swiftness, maybe? Swiftness. Lerny has to periodically stop to deal with my orb. Maxwell's. Kill him. Rune. Regen. Floor cleared. And now we take a random staircase up to minimize the probability of dealing with what's his face. Oh, he's right there. Shit. And he saw me. Double shit. The nearest staircase is very far. Well, let's go for it. Swiftness and go. I mean, I have a full tank, so. We got him. We did a good job getting him. Got to a staircase, then camped the stairs just in case, and we got him for free. With 3,000 gold, we'll call a merchant. The merchant will give us shit. We'll take a gen store because it's the cheapest. We will see nothing of value, and we will once again wait. The condenser vein I should really pick up at this point. We're gonna put a cap on air magic at 20. It's stupid to go any higher. We should start diversifying. If I don't know what else to get, go spellcasting. Fighting, dodging, blaster casting. What one spell out of this gigantic list should I really be more proud to have in my repertoire? Probably. I already have a good single target, but not an excellent one, so Orb of Destruction makes sense. Blink would be huge if I could find it, but I can't. Teleport Self doesn't exist. Passage of Galubria I don't see here. And none of these jump out at me as being the right answer. Though with my current power level, I think going to Elf is probably not a bad idea at this stage. I can kill tricky single targets. I can kill en masse. I can handle a lot of stuff. And just to make sure, I don't resist Necro, but I have at least 1 point of resistance in everything else, so that's good. Okay, what else you got? Is that a distortion blade? Fuck. Didn't know that was distortion. I should be paying more attention. Good enough. Good enough. What do you want from me? Good enough. What do you want from me? Airstrike that guy out. The spillover cash from being an elf is nice, but it's not critical. You're the dangerous one. Just stalling them with my allies and confuse and whatever long enough for Lightning Spire to finish them off is super effective against any enemy that is roughly at my strength level and thus vulnerable to being stalled. That's a clear. Conjure Ball Lightning. Level 6 available to me easily. Very powered. Irradiate. Very powered. Available to me. I think Irradiate's the way to go. Is Yara's Unraveling a thing? Or Disjunction? Those would be nice options. Let's take Irradiate. It's just a good option to have, period. Oh, a Bazaar. That might be exactly what the doctor ordered. And I am the doctor. Where is it? It's closer to the other staircases by the looks of it. I see 2 there and nothing here, and nothing in this gigantic area. This looks like the Hall of Blades. Oh, I see. No, it's a disconnected 2 strips with the Hall of Blades in the middle. So let's take the other side. Don't need that. Do I need any of that? No. What's this? A weapon shop. Probably not what I need. So yeah, this is a go north situation. Let's drop 2 things before I go in, just to make room for whatever I come out with. Few things, not 2 things. All right, what we got? Definitely want to buy some scrolls. Stuff. Passage of Galubria, the Necronomicon. Stuff again, stuff again. Stuff. In particular, stuff that we have no training in. We can come back to that. Come back to that. Wizardry Plus, that's a tempting ring. Wizardry with an upside, although at this stage I don't really need Wizardry. I can cast anything I want. Wow, that's disappointing. Do I want Int plus gear, yes or no? It beats the Dex plus gear, beats the random RF pip. Let's go to the jewelry first, eh? Okay. No, 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 no. Wait, hang on. No, 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 no. Maybe. No. Definitely. Maybe. No, no. Yes, and maybe. Is there any other source of wizardry in the game? No. So it's either take it now and maybe not need anything else. Am I building towards anything? Yes, many of these will at some point or the other be tempting, and I'll wish I had a wizardry ring to help me along, so we'll take this. And well enough. And int plus 6. I already am giving up int plus 8 to just not use the dagger, so yeah, I don't think I care that much. I mean, observe, if I switch to this dagger, right? Level 5 spells that I have 0 training in are 50%. And now if I put on the wizardry ring in favor of Dex, I guess, so strength instead of Dex. 22% on something that I have 0 training in. So I don't really need bonus intelligence that badly for castability purposes. I mean, I'm happy to have it, but not enough to pay for it. I'll get it plus some other way. Without this, 34% is still very respectable. I don't need any of these necessarily, but I would like to have a spare map. And summoning can be the difference between life and death. I have 2 of them. Butterflies I've used to great effect at least once. I have 4 of them. I don't think I need any of these badly enough to take it. What else you got? Lastly, there's the bookstore, I think. No, it's magic scroll. Fear is huge. I'll definitely take up another fear if possible, as well as a mapping. Sure, why not? I really like maps. Not missing portals is a big deal to me. And then we're back where we started. Irinya's Noxious Bog could be hugely helpful in Spider. Could be. The Necronomicon can potentially turn this into a post-endgame run all by itself. Haunt is a brigade and a half of firepower, but I have no training in that direction. And I'm already deep in on... Oh wait, is this an air and ice? No, it's pure ice. Yeah, so forget about it. This is air and ice. Freezing Cloud could be interesting. I feel like I shell out the money for Iringa's Noxious Bog, but to what point in purpose? I already have kill and a half worth of power here. I could take Conjure Ball Lightning for a similar effect. Yeah, I think we're good, guys. Sadly, I don't think this is what I needed. I'm not going to pick those up. They're all garbage anyway. I am debating committing Conjure Ball Lightning to memory. I do resist electricity, so it's not suicidal. And I should have it at a castable point already. It's super castable. I don't know what you are, and I don't want to find out. You're dead now. I should have plenty of all of that, and I don't need to buy more. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, floor cleared. I'm tempted to push every staircase to minimize the risk, but this is actually a nasty up-down situation here. Let's get out of here before I die. Pull. Man, I hate... Oh, I have Irradiate now, don't I? I can just irradiate these guys. I want to move towards Conjurations, but I like my logic of wait till you have the thing you actually want to use. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be going anti-magic anytime soon. So that cool on Rand is not that cool to me. I usually map this floor, but at this point, I think with my power, let me try to go without. Uh, Not a typical Maxwell's target, but in that situation. How do I reach that shop? Probably this way. We actually potentially are going to get into a lot of trouble with the Hall of Blades if I take any random escape staircase at any time. And there's a lot of circumstances I can envision where I need a random escape staircase, so I should be on my toes mentally. Hey, we took out an ice cave with 2 ice fiends, so clearly we're only so scared of coldness. Nope, useless. Every time I see a store, I get excited, and every time it doesn't have storm form, I get disappointed. That's the problem with playing for a build, and this is take this as honest advice. When you play a roguelike correctly, you're not playing to accomplish a specific build. You're playing to win, and you'll use whatever the dungeon gives you effectively to do that. Sometimes that means hedging against future expectations, but usually, and on a large scale, it does not. I'm not playing correctly, which is why I'm not memorizing conjurations now, which was the obvious correct move. But part of the reason for that is because um, I'm doing something which kind of sort of can cover both grounds. The decision I'm making is not wrong, it is merely less right. Okay, that it? You guys give up? You had enough pain? Never! Oh my god, that was awful. I managed to put the statue behind me 3 times. Good enough, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay. I knew this was a risk when I started, but I didn't plan on going to Abyss 3 personally. So, this could be the end of the run potentially. With Abyss, that is always a possibility, especially since I don't have Blink or any means of escaping bad positionings. I guess I do have the ability to flip around my ally with me. We should take something here if there's anything that would be useful to escape. Mm. At 4 spell levels, there's really not a lot that would save my life. In a pinch. Orb of Destruction is within my grasp, so that's worth remembering for the future. We need to explore as many tiles as possible. Oh, hey, that was quick. What? Where? Abyssal Rune. Do I go for it? I can come back for it when I'm more likely to succeed. It's not that I'm unlikely to succeed now, but I can be more likely, so there's no need to go for it. I mean, I have, like, no blink scrolls, for God's sakes, no ability to manipulate my position, and I'm about to get a treasure, so probably not the right time to go for it. Random teleports are very strong right now. Thank you for opening this up a little. I don't have resist necro, which makes these guys unusually dangerous for me. They apparently do have immunity to poison, or at least they're just getting really lucky. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Got him. Now get the heck out. Okay, am I dead? Let's heal wounds once and walk out. Am I dead? No. Let's teleport and heal wounds again. And step out of danger. And curing. And curing. Are you serious? That's just not fair. That's just not fair. There's no possible way to survive this, and it's kind of bullshit that in the entire floor this is where it put me. Well, it was a good run. I hope you all enjoyed watching my death that, frankly, I don't think I deserved. Uh, I could have done better in the hallway over here to not get put in the position that I had to go here, that I had to random teleport, but how was I supposed to know that of all the places in the game to be put, it was going to put me right in the middle of them all? That's just kind of bullshit. Anyway, that was a fun run. Thank you all for watching. I'm not used to this level of deadliness, clearly. I'm used to playing strong gnolls, not weak octopodes, and if this run proved anything, it proved that what I've been saying about how Stormform does not require you to prepay your experience is true. Because if I picked up Stormform right now in this character, I could get there with a minimum of training. The issue is you can't go into the game saying, I will do Stormform and nothing else. You have to play what the game gives you. In this case, that was the Battle Staff that I leveraged in addition to Lightning Bolt, Lightning Spire. The game's always going to give you something, and you just got to make use of it. This wasn't a bad run by any means. It was a bad end. It wasn't a bad run. Should I have waited on taking on Elf? I don't think so. I think I was okay to take on Elf. The only thing you could argue is that I should have gone for a Blink Scroll first, or maybe bribed the branch end, but those are things you can say only when with the benefit of hindsight. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.